Christiana Ifeoma Momah, wife to General Momah. I turned 70 in February. I give God the glory for the grace to make 70, because we don't take these things for granted. Yes, it's a privilege. It's a biblical age.
Yeah.
So I felt very appreciative of the fact that I could.
God.
Yes, I know people who had 10, 11 children. They didn't live to see any of them get married. They didn't see any grandchild. But to God's glory, I clocked 70 in February. I have 10 grandchildren. My children are married. How grateful can anybody be? I just give God all the glory.
Hey,
Like he said, it's a divine age. My philosophy of life is you put God first. In anything you do, put God first, have the fear of God, and make God first in everything you do. And you find you never go wrong. It's there in the book of Proverbs. Once you put God first, acknowledge Him, He will direct your path. You'll never go wrong. We grew up together.
okay.
We're all in the village called Isiluku in current Delta State. We grew up as children. Our parents were friends, were family friends, and that was just it. I was 13, he was 17, and we just through the years it became a natural. God brought us together as teenagers, yes, and.
What was life like then? What were the circumstances like? Were there kind of encumbrances, challenges, and all that? I mean, to your proposition. I mean, who proposed first? So, what did you see in him? What did he see in you? And
Proposal just came after many years. We were very young.
Okay.
I told you I was 13, he was 17, and we had our schooling to do. Yes, he joined the military. I was in school, and with the years, things just unfolded. Yes, with the years, yeah.
Considering the fact that he was in the army, he was joining the military as a young guy. Were there kind of warnings to you that you should not marry a military man? Were there kind of like our parents in those days?
Naturally.
Yeah, there was phobia for footballers, for musicians, for soldiers, and all that.
Exactly.
So what was your own challenge like? What was the experience like?
It was something else. It was something else.
Was it coming from your dad or your mom or who?
Everybody, my family, everybody resisted. Said, you are just 21 years. It's during the war. You've not finished your education. Your age mates are not yet married. What's your problem? You are yet to finish your education. And of all things, to marry a military man, you can be a widow at the age of 21. Yes?
You can be a widow anytime.
Yes, you can be a widow at the age of 21. If you marry so that you can be a widow at 21. What's wrong with you, this guy? Are you sure your head is correct? But you see, when God says something will happen, it will surely happen. Yes, yeah, that's it.
So how were you facing those challenges then? What was your resistance strategy? You know, what did you see that they were not seeing?
Well, when I look back, I don't even know where I got the courage to go on despite all the opposition. Yeah, like my eldest brother, my mother's first child, where my mother had eight of us. My brother Joe called me and said, "You this girl, listen. I hope your ears are open. Listen well, because this journey you are going, you're your own."
That was then.
Yes, this journey you are entering, you're your own. I don't want anybody coming tomorrow to cry for me, because you have made the decision and you are in it on your own.
That was what he told you?
Yes, that's what my eldest brother told me, that you are completely on your own.
So if anything
happens, so that's your own business. Because everybody has told you this is
Danger.
Not white. This is danger zone.
No, but then what other people are also? Did you find comfort in your dad or your mom?
My dad was the chief architect of the whole thing. It got to a point my in-laws stopped coming to see him. That's my current in-laws, because they said the insult was too much. Each time they came to see him, he insulted the hell out of them. How dare they want to marry his daughter during the war, when he's a refugee? What? That is an insult to him. Do they know who he is? Yes. But they stopped coming, but my husband kept coming. Poor boy, he kept coming, despite all the insults. Despite all the insults, he kept coming. He got to a point, my in-laws told him, we also have girls in our village. If he's not the only one that has a daughter, we also have many girls in our village.
Okay.
So why do you enjoy going to receive insults?
Oh, that was his parent telling him that.
His people.
Oh,
yes,
sorry.
and we also have girls in our place. He's not the only one that has a daughter. If you enjoy receiving insults, we are tired of receiving insults. You can continue. But he kept coming. Maybe there was something, as I said, it was spiritual. He kept coming despite all the insults. Yes,
Were you your dad's first daughter, or were you his
yes.
first daughter? Okay, that was
We were 6 boys and 2 girls.
Yes,
I'm the first daughter.
oh my God.
And my people are parochial.
Okay.
They wanted to marry, like my dad said, if I marry somebody from my place, everybody knows who he is. They will say this is the daughter of so and so, and they give me all the regards. But that if I go, people are so parochial, if I go to another town, they don't know who he is. They will just think their son just picked up somebody from anywhere. And then they treat me with no regard because they don't know whose daughter I am. That is where providence comes in. Because he said many times during the war, at the war front, at the end of an attack, the person at your right hand is dead, left hand is dead, in front of you is dead, behind you is dead, and you are wondering how come you are the one who survived. How come it's only you who survived?
Oh my God.
So that's where providence comes in.
So it was happening to him live. That was his own war experience.
Yes.
And when you hear this kind of story, what does it do to you as a girl, as a lady?
No, it was much later he was telling me all this. I didn't know. Whatever was pushing me. I didn't even think of all that. You see, as I told you, when God destines something, he destines it. Yes. When I look back, even I wonder where I got all the courage to not listen to my father and all the people who were against the relationship. But at the end, the week my father died, he apologized to my husband. That he's very sorry.
That was after how many years?
After several years, my father died 80-something. As a matter of fact, he refused to see us. But when I had my third son, he said, I'm busy being angry with these people. It's as if God is with them. And I'm busy being angry with them. It's as if God is with them. But when I had my third son, it was then he now came to visit me after my third son today.
Okay. Okay, the author.
He now, I was in Soka then. It was then he now came to visit me, spent the whole day with me, brought me many things. That was the point he kind of said.
How did you change your heart?
He said that I'm busy angry with these people. It's as if God is with these people.
What was the rank of your husband then? What was his position then?
They had just been reabsorbed.
Okay, to the Nigerian army.
Yeah, they were on probation after the war.
Okay.
They were in detention, they were on probation. They had just been reabsorbed. So, yes.
So when he was now dying, at what time did he now decide to say those words? And was your husband beside his deathbed, or was it you alone?
I went to visit him. So he told me when I get back, I should please tell my husband that he's very sorry for everything he did to him. That he's only mortal. That he's only a human being. He only has the sense of a human being. That he doesn't know that the person he's even chasing away is the best thing that's going to happen to him in his life. That I should tell him that he's very sorry. He should find a place in his heart to forgive him. So when I got home and told my husband said, don't worry. when you are going to see him next week, I'll go with you. So I can tell him there's no problem, because he now said, I got what I wanted at the end, so there's nothing to be angry about. Maybe I got what I wanted at the end. My husband said, there's nothing to forgive. I got what I wanted at the end.
The man is in victorious army.
Yes. There's nothing to forgive. I got what I wanted at the end. Don't worry, when you're going next week, I'll go with you.
So what's he able to do with you next week?
There was no next week.
Wow.
Because as my father was giving me that message, I told him, Papa, why are you talking like this now? He said because his time was up.
Jesus. Your father told you?
Yes, that his time is finished. He was then around 80. That his time has finished. And his time is finished. I said, no, Papa, don't talk like that now. They said he wants to thank me for everything I've done for him. And he's very grateful. That he's very appreciative. I said, Papa, why are you talking like this? He said, because his time is finished. He's ready to go. But one last thing, I should beg Mama for him to please forgive him, that he is only a human being, and he's only mortal. He only has a sense of a human being, but that God knows everything. That he was wrong. He has proven him wrong.
What's the name of your father? Is he chief?
Yeah, very big one.
Okay.
Was a great teacher.
Great teacher.
Was a teacher. You know, in those days, teachers are
revered. Yes.
They are more than the king, even more than kings. He trained the whole village more or less. Yes. So he was such a big man in the community.
What about your mom? What was her reaction to your husband?
Oh, my mom was such a sweetheart.
Okay.
That's why my husband loved her so much. When those trying years, when they were on probation, when he comes to our place, once my father sees him, he will hiss, this stupid boy that put my daughter into trouble, that took my daughter away. He'll just enter his room, lock up, and will not come out until he has gone. He said it's my mother that will say, oh, my son, you are welcome. How are your parents? Hey, please sit down. Let me get you food to eat. Sit down. How is your father? How is your mother? My husband so appreciated my mom. My mother was a very wonderful lady.
She's also late now.
Oh, of course. Now nobody lives forever.
Jesus Christ.
If she were alive, she'd be 100 and something. Yes, she's gone
so
too.
She was a bit diplomatic. Maybe she saw what your dad was not even saying.
So she's just a very nice woman. Can you imagine when we got married? Each time I bought my mom something, a gift. You know what she asked me? Where is Mama Sam's own?
Your mother-in-law's own?
Yes.
She was always asking for.
I say, did you buy for your mother-in-law? If you did not buy for your mother-in-law, take this one and go and give her. That her own was not important. The most important is my mother-in-law, that she's the one that gave birth to the man marrying you. So she's very important. If you did not buy for her, take this one and go and give her. If I can wait, my own is not important. So my mom was like that. So my husband always described her as an angel from heaven. That Mama is an angel from heaven. That not many women are like Mama. And he will tell me, all you can do for me, anything Mama did for you, do for my daughters. That's what he tells me. Yes. Anything Mama did for you, do it for my daughters. That's all you can do for me. Yes.
But that means you should transfer the legacy. You transfer her.
Anything Mama did for you, do it for my daughters. That's all you can do. My own mother now.
Does for you, you should do for his own daughters.
That anything Mama did for you in raising you, do the same thing for my daughters. That's all you can do for me.
There was
So that story earlier on, that was one mighty testimony. And my mom said is a proof that God still sends his angels to guard people. As is a testimony that God still sends angels. Because there I was with a 2-month-old baby, and I had no money. My father-in-law gave me all the money they had in the house. At the end of the war, since we got some news of the address where they were in Hotel Majestic, Yaba. So when I told Papa, he now said, okay, all the money they had in the house, he gave me, said I should go and see whether it's a fact that his son is still alive. So I entered the bus, I entered the Ifeanyichukwu bus. So it dropped that and the bridge was broken.
Which year was that?
1970 now.
Jesus.
Like February
Yes.
1970.
Okay.
And by then nobody knew whether it was that they were alive. The rumor was that they've all been killed at the end of the war. So immediately I dropped from the bus. I had nothing. Just my basket. I was breastfeeding my son, so it's not as if I had anything. And it was. So immediately I dropped from the bus. I kept the basket down, and I was trying to adjust Emeka, my son, to adjust him properly. The next thing, a small jeep stopped in front of me. I said, "Young lady, where are you going to with such a little baby?" I said, "I'm going to Lagos." He said, "Do you know what? I'm going to Lagos. Do you mind coming with me?" As if I had a choice. To show you that God directs one's footsteps. I didn't have a choice. Maybe I didn't even have any money. So I said no. I said, "Hey, without by all means." So he opened the back of the jeep. I entered, and then we sat down. We started going. When we got to Agbo, he stopped, bought 4 pillows, and put them for me. He said, "Lagos is far away. We don't be in Lagos till 10 p.m. in the night. So I want you to be comfortable. If you want to sleep, feel free and sleep." He bought bananas, fruits, and gave me that. If I'm feeling hungry, just eat. He bought biscuits, everything. And we continued that journey. And along the way, he said, "Young lady, where do you say you are going to with this little baby?" Emeka was just like 2 months or so, around 2 months. So I told him the story of how my husband, after the war, we don't know where they are. We learned they've all been killed, but we just got message that they were in Hotel Majestic, Yaba. He said that he knows the place. And when we get to Lagos, we go straight to Hotel Majestic, Yaba. So when we got to Lagos, we drove straight to Hotel Majestic, but by then they had closed for the night. The security people told us that yes, he's one of their people, detainees, that he's there. And they tell him, "I came, but that they have closed for the night. I can come back the next day." Then the man now said, "So what are you going to do?" So I told him I have an address, 2 of my husband's relations that Papa gave me, Bennett and Edwin, that I have the address in Obalende. So he said, "Oh, Obalende, oh, I know the place, don't worry, well, let's go." They took me to Obalende, and then with number of the house, we checked the number of the, stopped in front of that house, and then came down. He was carrying my basket, following me. I was carrying my baby going. Then we knocked. The first door we knocked, the door was open. There was Bennett and Eddie, my husband's relations, and they shouted, "Hey, Ify, that's my Ify." Bennett carried the bag from him. Eddie took the baby from me. Then he now said, "Now I know you are in safe hands. Bye-bye." Then he now entered his car, his vehicle, started, and drove away into the night. What do you call that? Isn't that a miracle?
It's a miracle.
If it's like now, go and enter motor, you don't know who owns. Ritual murder, so many things. From kidnappers to ritual murderers to anything you can mention. Yes.
So the next day when you now saw him, what happened?
So now the next day, his brothers now took me to
Hotel Majestic?
To Hotel Majestic Yaba, where we now saw, and then they allowed me to stay with him because they were judging their cases one by one. I was with him till May. We didn't come back till May.
So how was he looking then? Was he looking tattered? Was he looking humbled?
No, they were looking after them well.
Okay.
They were taking care of them very well. They weren't looking at them.
But were you afraid that he might lose at the tribunal that he was
No, after judging him, he was released. They were among those released, and then they were on probation for 2 years. For 2 years thereafter, they reabsorbed them, some of them. We are now around something of them. We are reabsorbed and
you now saw he was in good shape. Then from there the relationship goes on. Now can you recall what was the most challenging moment of the relationship? That was you're now 50 years in romance. How many years now?
We'll be 50 20 19.
Okay. So it's 48 years.
40, will be 49 this January.
Okay, 49 is
January is just next, it's round the clock.
49.
So this January will be 49. Those years of probation,
Okay.
when he had nothing doing, and everybody was blaming me, you this girl, see what you've done to yourself. An intelligent girl like you has so much prospect. See how what you've done to yourself. Yes.
Those are the most challenging.
Yes. Even many people who wanted to marry me were saying, girls like you don't marry soldiers. Yes. Even if you don't want to marry me, girls like you don't marry soldiers.
Yes.
You are too good. You are a good girl. You shouldn't marry a soldier.
I remember also Ifeoma, you want to marry me, give me your
okay, that's a friend. What's that his name?
Alex Tito.
Alex.
Ifeoma, you like I want to marry you, give me your love. So maybe that song was for you, really. Ifeoma. And nobody, you're not giving them your love, you're giving your love to that soldier boy. And the soldier boy that became.
Yes, that girls like you don't marry soldiers. Even because I told them that even if you don't want to marry me, please, girls like you don't marry soldiers. Wait until the war ends. I can marry the kind of person you should marry. Girls like you don't marry soldiers.
No.
That's not my problem. I'm a child of God.
Okay.
Your own is just to do your own bits. And I know my father is a very disciplined man. He's a good man. Yes.
But was there a time that you had the feeling that some women were chasing him, maybe...
Naturally, the women will chase him. But women always like where everything looks rosy. But it's left to the man to decide what he wants. Yes. It's left to him to decide what he wants. The choice is his.
Well, was there a time that was challenging the army too that you saw? Was there a time that you were so afraid? There was a story I read that there was a time he wanted to become a governor and his eyes almost went blind.
Yes.
How did you
remember that?
Yes.
We went for an eye surgery in America, and that cost him being the governor of Anambra State.
Or was it before the announcements or after it was announced? Before
the announcement, because now people were canvassing, use that against him. But to the glory of God, those people were eventually they now saw the star that he is, despite that eye surgery. That eye surgery was just a blackmail to make him lose that chance. But God knows everything. God knows everything.
So when he became a minister, how did you feel?
Well, everything is in God's hands. We thank God for the opportunity to serve. I'm happy he did a good job and left a legacy that is yet to be broken. Anyway, his record, everything he did is still the way it is. They have not improved on what he did.
As Minister of Science and Technology.
Yes.
No. At the time you retired, we're wrapping up now. Let's talk about your children. How were you able to raise them? You have 5 fantastic medical doctors, and one is a scientist, the ITS part, a global ITS part. What were those things you used to raise your children? Because
I'm a teacher.
Okay.
I'm a teacher.
Okay.
So being a teacher means I'm always there for the children.
Did you use the rod or you were just talking to them?
If the need arises, why not? If the need arises, why not?
You use the rod.
Why not? If the need arises, but then nobody should share God's glory with God, because if everything is by God's grace, if God agrees with you in all your effort, that's how come you claim you are successful.
No.
The golden rule about marriage is that you make God the only third partner in your marriage. If you make him the foundation of your marriage, you'll never go wrong. Because the Bible says everything about marriage. If you follow the scriptural instructions, you won't go wrong. make God the third partner in your marriage. And that with him as your foundation, following all the scriptural instructions about marriage, you find you are a winner. Yes. Husband General Momah is a very wonderful human being. It's God's gift to humanity. I thank God for the day I met him. I couldn't have asked for a better husband. God bless
So
you.
if you come to the world again, you still go.
Oh yes, yes. Mrs. Christiana Ifeoma Momah, keep watching Asabe Afrika. Bless you.